Yeah, we see multiple images emerging, Diane, of smoke rising over the horizon in Doha, the capital of Qatar. The Israeli Defense Forces releasing a statement saying that they have targeted the senior leadership of Hamas. If indeed it is the case that they've targeted and killed senior members of Hamas, the Hamas leadership who were involved in negotiations, it effectively cancels any talk of a ceasefire, any talk of hostage release, any talk of ending the war. This would be a major development and very serious one too.
Well, that analysis is absolutely correct. Today, Israel, the Israeli government, just definitively proved without a shadow of a doubt that they have absolutely no interest in a ceasefire deal with Hamas. They have no interest in a hostage deal. And make no mistake about it, the family members of the hostages are absolutely furious about this. Now, after months of alleged diplomatic talks in Doha, Qatar, the IDF targeted Hamas's leadership and negotiating team, more importantly, in an unprecedented airstrike. So let me be clear, this is yet another country, another sovereign country that Israel has carried out airstrikes in. Now, loud explosions were heard in Doha and smoke was seen over an area that's both residential and home to a number of foreign embassies. Here you can see CCTV footage of the moment the airstrike hit in Doha. And Israel immediately took full credit for the strike. Israeli Defense Forces and Shin Bet intelligence agency said shortly after the bombings that they had carried out a precise strike targeting the senior leadership of the Hamas terrorist organization. Let me just say, as far as the targets go, it doesn't appear that Israel succeeded. Now, we're waiting on additional confirmation about that, but think about how disastrous this is. They just torpedoed any possibility of peace talks, with Qatar essentially mediating those peace talks. And on top of that, they essentially have communicated to every country in the region, we will bomb you, we don't care about your sovereignty, we will do as we please. Now, a joint statement from Netanyahu's office and Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz described the attack on Hamas as a retaliation for murderous attacks in Jerusalem and Gaza. On Monday, 2 gunmen opened fire at a Jerusalem bus stop, killing 6 people, which leads me to ask a question that no one else seems to have the courage to ask, I guess. Considering the high number of civilian deaths, slaughters that have taken place in Gaza, does that mean that the Houthis have the right to defend the Gazans, or that Hamas has the right to defend the Gazans, or that some new militia within the Palestinian populace has the right to defend themselves? I mean, really think about this, Cenk. Can Qatar, considering the fact that their country has just been attacked by Israel, have the right to retaliate?
No, not only Israel, but our deeply corrupt politicians and our deeply corrupt media in America say that only Israel has the right to defend themselves. And their right to defense includes bombing all of their neighbors. They could obliterate all their neighbors and they have infinite rights. You, on the other hand, have no rights. If you're an American taxpayer, shut up and pay for Israel's wars. If you're a Palestinian, shut up and die, and you have no right to defend yourself. If you raise your hand against mighty Israel, we will call you a terrorist, murder you and your family. That's the sick, actual terrorists that are the Israeli government. Israel is a terrorist state. Let me tell you why this strike against Qatar is a disaster for everyone, including Israel, and most importantly, including America. So number one, Qatar was holding talks for the peace process, as Anna explained, and now they obviously won't. So the peace process is gone. And this is them trying to kill the negotiators for Hamas. They already killed the negotiator for Iran when we were in the middle of a peace process with Iran. So you know someone doesn't want peace when they murder the peace negotiators. Those are the terrorists inside the Israeli government. The entire Israeli government is nothing but terrorists. Now, I'm using technical words here. Killing civilians on purpose. Israel has murdered an 83% civilian rate in Gaza, 64,000 people at a bare minimum. There is no question they're targeting terrorists, civilians. Hamas only has a 67% civilian kill ratio. So if Hamas is terrible, disgusting terrorists, then Israel is worse, disgusting terrorists. There's no question about it. The only people who will say no are people who are racist against Palestinians and Arabs and Muslims. And the racists in our media and our politicians say killing Arabs and attacking Arab countries is irrelevant because their lives are worthless. And the only lives that matter are precious Israeli lives because they bribe members of our Congress. And that is what they do when they give campaign contributions. That is a legalized bribe. So now, more disasters. Israel's attacked now 6 neighboring countries, all in self-defense. Self-defense, my ass. They're a rogue pariah state. Now think about it, guys. If now for problems for Israel, no one will ever engage in peace negotiations with Israel because they literally murder anyone who tries to bring peace. So you can say, oh, Hamas, oh, we technically call them terrorists. It doesn't matter what you call them. And the dumbasses here in America, whether they're Republicans or Democrats, but mainly stupid people in media pretending to be journalists. Oh, the Arabs are all terrorists. You can't call Israel terrorists. But they killed so much more. They killed 60 times the number of civilians that Hamas did, 500 times. No, it doesn't matter. Palestinian children are worth nothing. Qatar is worth nothing. But you morons, that leads to another problem. We have a giant American base in Qatar. So now Qatar is going to say, wait, the whole point of having an American base is so that we feel safe. We're giving you 1,000 things, lower prices on natural gas, we're giving you security, we're giving you our country to have a base in, we're giving you everything. And now because of these terrorists, you bomb our own country after we gave you a goddamn base? Now you know what that does? That endangers American troops. But Israel endangers American troops for a living. That's all they ever do. Go to Iraq, go to Iran, go die in Qatar. Israel has to do more terrorism. They're these goddamn terrorists in Israel. They're driving up war all across the world. And they're doing it why? I don't feel safe until everyone around me is murdered. Okay, no, the real terrorist, unquestionably, unless you're a sick, racist, biased person, is Israel. Don't tell me they're not terrorists because Arab lives and Muslims' lives don't matter. And that is what every supporter of Israel says. Oh, who cares about them? Who cares? Oh my God, 6 Israelis died the other day. Those are real human beings. You guys have to cover it. You have to cover those 6 humans, not the 64,000 non-humans. Qatar, who cares about them? Well, now Israel, you morons, you turn the entire Gulf with their infinite amount of money against Israel. Before, they were gonna, no, Anna, they were doing the Abraham Accords, they were playing patty cakes.
No. I'm sorry, but these Gulf countries have been, they're atrocities. And I'm not talking about the people in those countries, I'm talking about the governments who have sat by, okay, watching the mass slaughter of the Palestinian people in Gaza, in the West Bank. They haven't done anything. They haven't done anything. And so I don't have any faith in the governments of these Gulf countries at all, because they've already been castrated to being Israel's bitches.
I know, but Anna, so this is what changes the dynamic here. Why it's not good for Israel, but they never listen because the people running their government is 100% terrorists. Terrorists don't listen to rationale and reason. So Anna, they had the Gulf countries totally neutered. They couldn't wait to make a deal. In round 2 of Trump, they were gonna make a deal that expanded the Abraham Accords, and they were gonna sell out the Palestinian people. They're still gonna. Okay, no, but now they've been attacked. And you know what's gonna happen right now? I guarantee you today, officials from Qatar, UAE, Saudi Arabia, and others are meeting right now going, none of us are safe. We thought being with America meant we were safe. It turns out America will betray us in 1 second flat to help Israel do terrorism against us. So do not trust America, do not trust their troops. So let's make sure that we fight like hell against America, not because of anything America did, but because, we have to support the terrorists in Israel. We have to. All you Americans, you don't have a choice. Take money out of your paycheck, go back to work. Go get 2 jobs. You haven't given Israel enough. And when we question, should we be giving money to terrorists? Should we be giving money to a country committing genocide as we speak? They say, how dare you? You owe Israel. I don't owe Israel a goddamn thing. Israel owes America a ton, but they're the most ungrateful country I have ever seen in my life. They're not an ally. All they ever do is get us in trouble, get us in wars, get the whole world to hate us. They're disgusting. Cut Israel off. Cut them off. They hate America. They make fun of us behind our back. They're laughing at us now.
Are you kidding me? They talk about slaughtering Americans who disagree with doing whatever and everything they want publicly. I would know. I've experienced it.
Anna, I put up a post on X today. I mean, this is so common that we normally don't share it with you. But I said, look, this is going to destroy the peace process for anyone who cares about peace. And it can hurt our troops. First comment, of course, is from an Israeli bot or troll, and he says, "You're next."
100%.
They regularly threaten the lives of American citizens who dare to criticize Israel.
Okay.
So that's what terrorists do, because that's what the government of Israel and their supporters here. Oh, go Israel, go kill more Palestinians. You haven't murdered enough babies. That's who you are if you support Israel. Right now, you're supporting a genocidal government filled with terrorists, and you're a deep racist if you do that. Okay, don't tell me about anti-Semitism. You lost all rights to talk about anti-Semitism when you say that Palestinian lives are worthless. You sicken me. Stop supporting terrorism and war and stop making us pay for your beloved Israel. If you love Israel that much, get the hell out of our country. Go back to Israel. Okay, go to Israel if you love it so much. Stop buying our politicians. Stop bullying the American people and stop murdering everyone around you. It has nothing to do with self-defense. An aggressive imperial colonial empire looking to destroy everyone around them so they can set up their beloved greater Israel. They're loathsome. Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.